Hey everyone, it's Davita. I have something very, very heavy to talk about today. It's been on my mind for quite some time. I've had some sleepless nights about it, but I had to come on here and talk about it. Stay tuned to find out what it is. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Dare to Trust, where I dare you to trust. I am a guide who guides those wanting to heal mind, body, and soul through changing their behavior. And so, like I said, this is a very, very heavy subject, a very important subject I'm going to talk about today. And because I am a guide, I take this very seriously. I'm not just a guide for those who sign up for coaching. I'm a guide for those who resonate with my energy. And so I really have to talk about this today. And that topic is what is going on now with everyone's freedom of choice. And so, like I said, I had some sleepless nights about it. I was woken up out of my sleep a couple nights ago and I really couldn't sleep. I heard something earlier that day that just kind of came back to my consciousness while I was asleep and woke me up. And it was someone referring to because a certain person or a certain group of people have chosen not to make a specific choice, then a specific right should be taken away from them. And at the time, when I heard it throughout the day, I heard it, but it just didn't sink in. And so when I woke up, I couldn't go back to sleep because that's just so dangerous to say. That's a thought and that's an energy that's so dangerous and has been prevalent throughout our history. If you remember the transatlantic slave trade, if you remember Holocaust, if you remember, Jim Crow, all of these things were because a specific group of people thought that they were better in some kind of way than another group of people. And so that is what's happening now, but it has nothing to do with race. Really, those other things that happened in history had to do with blatant disrespect and superiority or supremacy. So to have a group of people to think that they're better because of a specific choice that they made over another group who has the same right to make a choice, but chooses a different choice, does not make one group better than the other. We're talking about basic human rights. And we're talking about our health. So if I'm a smoker and I have decided to continue smoking for years, and cigarettes have been proven without a shadow of a doubt that they kill you, not only you, but others around you from secondhand smoking. But I still have the choice to go into that store and buy the cigarettes. That's my choice. No one is taking away my right because I've made that choice. No one is frowns on me because I've made that choice. It's my health choice that I make for my body. And so that's my right. No one is saying anything about cigarettes, about alcohol, about other drugs, pharmaceutical drugs that come up on the television with all of those side effects, even death. And if I decide to take those drugs, my choice is there and it's valid. No rights are taken away from me. However, with this specific choice, somehow it's different. But it's really not. And the reason why this is so serious is that if we don't recognize this as history about to repeat itself, then we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. So that's why it's really all hands on deck, calling all light workers, calling everyone to band together. Those who have made one choice or the other, we've got to stand together because it's not right. We are sovereign beings, meaning that we are self-governing. We have the right to do that. No one, no person, no group, no board, no government, no one has the right to tell us what to do with our bodies and what choice we are to make. And if we don't make the choice that they are desiring, then certain rights are being taken away or threatened to be taken away. And the thing that bothered me about what I heard that day, earlier that day, is that this was an ordinary person that had made a choice one way, that saw fit and thought that it was okay to joke about saying, well, then if you don't make the choice that I made, then this right should be taken away from you. This is not a government. This is not a politician. This is a regular everyday person. And that's what makes it so dangerous. It's because we don't see that we're repeating history. And again, has nothing to do with race. This energy has been prevalent through history and have used tools to do its bidding. And if we're not careful, we're going to be that tool being used because we don't see that this is that same energy. We don't see that things are being distorted, so we're taking a specific view against our fellow man, against humanity. This is so dangerous. So what I'm asking us to do is to search our hearts, number one. See if that is there in you. If, because you've made a specific choice, either way, then you're looking down on another group or another person who does not. This could be a husband, a wife, a mother, a father, grandchild, child, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend. It doesn't matter. It is each person's individual choice. And if something is contingent on that choice, your love, your forgiveness, your understanding, it is wrong. It's wrong. I have the right to choose and the free will to choose to live my life the way I see fit, and so do you. So does everyone. So search your heart. See if there's any miscommunication in there. See if your perspective is on point. And how you know that is that you're open. It's not just about me and I and one fixed perspective. It really goes back to the golden rule. If I am able to make a choice, so should you. I am treating you like I'm treating myself, or like I would want someone else to treat me. And guys, we've got to move like we're better than this. This is how humanity evolves and advances. But we first have to get past this residue, this kindergartner mindset, right? In kindergarten, we're taught share, right? Sharing is caring. Be nice to others. If someone doesn't want to play with you, you don't have to make them play with you. It's okay. They can choose. They don't have to play with you. Don't take someone else's toys. That's their toys. And if they want to, they can share. All these things about being polite and about interacting with others, we learn in kindergarten. Choice, free will, sharing, compassion, understanding. All these things we learned in kindergarten. But for some reason, now that we're adults, it doesn't apply. We really have to think about what we are doing and how we are feeling, how we're treating each other, so that we can move beyond this. Humanity can evolve, can advance. But if we don't get past the kindergarten stage, we're not even there. If that's what's taught in kindergarten, we have to revisit that and then move on. But that's the groundwork. If I don't treat others like how I want to be treated, then really nothing is going to be good. Nothing's really going to move forward. I have to learn that golden rule lesson to be able to interact with others from here on out. So you can see how in my craw this is, and how it was when it woke me up out of my sleep, because we're better than this. We're better than this. And what we are to do now, because that twisted way of thinking that I can make my choice, but you can't make yours, is there. It's very divisive. So how do we combat divisiveness? We have to come together. We have to unify. Like I said, there are no lines. Regardless of what choice you made, it doesn't matter. Come together and make a statement and say that it doesn't matter your choice. We stand together as one humanity, as one voice. Don't fall for that energy that has been prevalent throughout history. Don't be a tool. Don't allow yourself to be used by it. Regardless of your choice, do what you want. Do it. You have the free choice to do it. But let us unify ourselves. One voice, one love, one understanding of respect. So let me just explain what I mean about the energy and how it has been used throughout history, or prevalent throughout history. When I brought up the topic of racism and slave trade and Holocaust and different things like that. So in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, when you look up racism, right, the definition, one of the definitions is the systemic oppression of a racial group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another. So now this was racism. Let's just swap out the word race for choice. And what does it say? The systemic oppression of a choice group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another. Same thing. The other was about race, money, supremacy. This is about choice, money, supremacy. So just recognize how dangerous this is, and how we have the power to stop it. If we recognize this, if you are someone who has said in the past, oh my gosh, I wish I was back then so I could help that specific group of people, I could voice my opinion. If I had the power, I would do this. I would march with them. I would protest with them. Guess what? You don't have to go back. That could be right now. Because all of us have the power to not allow history to repeat itself in this disguise. We all have the power. So we have to unify, stand together. But I just wanted to give that example about it being more than, in the past, it was more than just about race. And now it's definitely not about race, but how the energy is moving through the same mechanism and how important it is that we recognize that. So if you feel me on this, like I said, first of all, search your heart. Then we need to unify. Please comment. Please leave some comments down below. Let us unify. If you feel urged to just pop on live, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, or YouTube, and just say, I am unified. That's all. That's all we have to do. So that we see each other. We see how unified we are, because what is desired for us to see is that we're not unified, and that we're the underdogs, we're the minority, and we're being bullied to make a choice. But let's show everyone, let's show humanity that we are unified. Comment below and just say, I'm unified. Do a video of your own and just say, I'm unified. Post something on Facebook or Instagram and say, I'm unified. Hashtag, I'm unified. We are unified. One voice, one choice. And that choice is just to do your own choice. It's not one or the other. It is your own choice. That is the one choice. So, I dare you to trust. I dare you to do it. Yes, that's me. I felt better. I feel better. I had to get that off my chest. Like I said, I feel responsible to say something about this. No, I don't have the biggest following. I'm not a huge influencer. But I am one sovereign being. And I have a responsibility. If you feel you have a responsibility, like I said, comment below, post on social media, and let's get unified. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Love you all. See you next time. Peace.